Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm about checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, that subscribe button your way in. I appreciate all the support, man. A couple things I want to talk about, man. Obviously, Murder Mook is in the news. He's issued a challenge to Hitman Holla. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell y'all what that is. Also, URL got another card coming up. They have another card. They've already announced the first battle. I fuck with the first announcement. I can't front. I fuck with the first announcement. It's another pay-per-view event. So I want to talk about that. And I also want to talk about this Gills Arena thing that's going on with the battle rappers. So first of all, URL is back July 6th, man. Pay-per-view event going down in Orlando. The card is called Nexus, Nexus. So I don't really know what the card is about. The first announcement is Official versus Viixen the Assassin. So we getting two heavy hitters from the female ranks. It's good to see Official back. We haven't seen her in a while. You know what I'm saying? She battled Prestavia on Chrome about a year or so ago. Lost that battle pretty bad. We hadn't seen her. She was recently on Arsenal's card. I think it kind of got swept under the rug a little bit, her performance or whatever, because that whole card kind of was overshadowed by the whole Tay-Rock not no show, but Tay-Rock cancellation or whatever with, I forgot the dude he was supposed to battle, but that whole drama that unfolded with the diss tracks and all that kind of shit. So I think a lot of that stuff got swept under the rug. But Official versus Viixen the Assassin going down July 6th in Orlando. It's the first announcement. I'm actually glad they're doing another pay-per-view event because I kind of felt like it's been a minute since URL have been doing events. It kind of felt like the old URL, bro. You remember we used to sit around and they'll do events like every 3 months and we'll just be sitting back talking shit in Facebook groups and stuff and just trying to like allow time to pass before the battle rap event. So Official and Viixen the Assassin, we ain't seen Viixen in a minute for real. You know what I'm saying? And she mostly be promoting OnlyFans more than the battle. So I'm kind of interested to see what kind of energy we get between Official and Viixen. But that's the first announcement. The other thing is Murder Mook, man. Murder Mook has issued Hitman Holla a challenge, man. What did he say? Hitman Holla. At Hitman Holla, I'm going to beat you worse than I ever beat anybody on my mother. At URLTV, at Smack White, at Beasley. They're willing to do the battle. Stop running around lying and crying. Get your sensitive punk ass in the ring and do the talking there. I'm going to retire you for good, little boy. That's what he pretty much posted. There is a lot of tension between these two, man. And I've been kind of like talking a little bit with Mook's manager, a little bit with ARP and different stuff, trying to figure out what's really going on with this particular battle. It does seem like Mook is trying to angle to get this battle to URL. And it's not really for the reason that most people think. I think most people think, oh, Mook just wants to battle in New York. And he just wanted, I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. I do think he feels comfortable battling in New York over anywhere else. So I'm not saying that. But what I found out a big issue with this battle, let me just go back. So Hitman Holla was trying to do this whole split 50-50 to pay-per-view or whatever. He had this card that he wanted to do. The card was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It was Big K versus Goods. It was Rosenberg Raw versus New Jersey Twerk. It was Bill Collector versus somebody. It was a female battle on the card. Obviously, it was Hitman Holla versus Mook. So it was a pretty big card. I don't know if they need to go that big. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, you're still drawing from the same fan base. The same fans that watch Hitman, they also watch Big K. The same fans that watch Big K also watch Goods. You know what I'm saying? Same fans that watch Goods gonna watch Bill Collector and Rosenberg Raw. So battle rap still kind of has the same fans, even though some people have bigger fan base. Like Hitman is a celebrity, so his fan base obviously is bigger, but you still draw from the same thing. So I kind of feel like if you make the card too big, you put Twerk on the card and Goods on the card and Big K and all these kind of people, they're going to take up a good amount of the pay-per-view money unless they give Hitman a discount. But they'll take up a good amount of pay-per-view money. And by the time you pay the expenses, you pay security, you pay Rap Grid or whatever for the pay-per-view or whatever you do, you pay for the flights and hotels and all this kind of stuff, and you pay the other battlers on the card, it leaves less money for you and Mook to split. Me personally, I would probably do Hitman and Mook, maybe Big K and and Goods or Big K and Tay Rock or something like that, another battle. And then you could kind of fill the card out with even lesser names. You don't need a big name like Twerk or nothing like that. You can kind of fill out the rest of the card with people that may not be as pricey. Someone like a Chef Trez and stuff like that. I still feel like the card will sell even with those kind of names. So I still feel like the budget for the remaining people on the card, in my personal opinion, should be low. But that was the card he was aiming for. And they obviously trying to do it themselves. If you do it yourself, you can make more money. It is a trust issue. If it's on Bags and Bodies, it's your YouTube channel, it's your setup. You know, when you upload it on YouTube, I got to trust the kind of money it's kind of making. Are you going to be transparent? How many pay-per-views are we selling? Am I going to really know how many we sell? You said we sold 8,000 pay-per-views. Did we really sell 9,000 pay-per-views? And you didn't tell me about the other 1,000. There's a lot of trust. And I don't feel like Hitman and Mook trust each other. I don't feel like they fuck with each other at all. And matter of fact, I know they don't. I was talking to ARP and he was telling me he don't even think Hitman and Mook could probably be in the same room right now. You know, I don't know if y'all remember, probably some months ago, Mook said something about Hitman being sensitive or whatever. Like, Hitman ain't gonna even like this shit. Get your sensitive punk ass in the ring. He said something similar about Hitman being a crybaby or something on Twitter. And next thing you know, Hitman was posting, I'll slap the shit out of Mook when I see him, da da da. So there's obviously, at least it can go 0 to 100. And you felt like that. I was at the face-off for Calico and Hitman. There was a lot of talk online, a lot of shit talking back and forth between Calico and Hitman.
I can't be mad because the nigga that's supposed to be my brother trolling me. You ain't your brother. I'm talking about you. That's my brother. I laughed at Cindy saying about the Cindy saying shit. You talking in circles. You talking in circles, bro. Because that's funny, bro. You don't have a sense of humor or something if you don't think that's funny. It's not funny, bro.
It was the first time I really saw ARP like bring the nigga with the AR and shit. The nigga was at the face-off. Like the face-off. But the crazy part about it, the face-off was a private face-off. It wasn't like the face-off that they normally stream before. It was a private face-off where they had, you know, got Calico to come and got Hitman to come and they got Jag to come and a couple other people. And they only let a little bit of media there. It was only me and Knowledge or whatever. It was small. It was probably only about, before Hitman and them got there, it was probably only about 7 people there or something like that. Even a private event, because of the tension between Calico and Hitman, the nigga with the AR was right there at the face-off like this. So this is obviously ramped up more than that. This is, to me, ramped up probably even just on the same level of the Cassie shit after the face-off. So I don't know if these two can be in the same room, which poses another issue. So if you can't be in the same room, then obviously I got to worry about my safety. So I think another problem with the battle that's not really being talked about is it may be better that a league does the battle. Unfortunately, ARP retired. URL don't really book Hitman, but they may book Hitman. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you ask them, they'll say they fuck with Hitman, but who knows that if the price and everything can get right. But I don't know. Mook is a good talker, and Mook has a strong influence with URL. It's possible that Mook can get them to reach out to Hitman. It's possible that that can happen. You see, he just tagged URL Smack Beasley. They are willing. He put on a post, they are willing to do the battle. So I don't know. And he tagged these niggas. So they could have jumped on the post at all and like, no, we ain't willing to do the battle. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But I feel like if Bags and Bodies books the battle and there's quote unquote tension, you got to deal with everything is a little bit more on Hitman's terms. It's his league, maybe his security, his venue that he found, stuff like that. You kind of worry about stuff. How many people can Mook get in the building? How many people are we going to, what the entourage is going to look like? When you deal with a league that's like neutral, like ARP or Remy or Smack or something that don't really, they just book the battles. Everything that needs to be coordinated, you can just coordinate it through the league. You can call ARP and be like, yo, I want to battle Hitman. This the deal. I'm not doing a face-off. It's too much tension. It's too much drama. It's too much this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that there's security there in case shit go left. I'm having 15 of my niggas coming in, no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't want no problems. I'm not coming. I'm only coming to do the face off and I'm leaving, yada, yada, yada. They had shit. So like, it be real like that, bro. When I say real like that, like the Cassidy face off, I was also at the Calico face off. They got like these niggas kind of like, when they arrive, bro, it's like Calico is like, yo, I'm outside. Okay, Hitman is like in the face off. Calico's like outside. Calico, ARP goes out there, talks to Calico, kind of like checks the temperature of the environment before bringing Calico in. There was a nigga that kind of was like with Cassie or whatever the case at the face off. I think they made sure that that nigga was able to get out of the building because he had said something to Hitman that I think his folks didn't really like. And they made sure he was able to kind of get out of the building without Hitman folks really kind of like pressing him or nothing. These are the things that's not picked up on camera. So when I tell you that there's tension between Hitman and Mook, I do believe that part of the issue is a league could possibly coordinate everything better and make sure it stays professional. I do. That was one of the things that was kind of brought up in the conversation when I told you that we was all talking about the battle and everything. It was about, yo, it's a difference between, okay, if it's booked by RBE, I know ARP is going to make sure it's professional. Everything is this. They're going to make sure Mook makes it to the face-off, leads the face-off. Hitman makes it to the face-off, leads the face-off. Meet it. Come to the battle, the entourages don't be passing each other in the hallway, nothing. They will make sure that everybody can get to where they got to be in front of the camera perfectly. If you do it on Bags and Bodies, it may not be that way. You don't really know. You don't really know how the setup is until you fly into the city and it's time for you to do the battle. That to me is a very big issue with this battle as to why this battle is not happening. Yeah, now has Mook made some other things. I heard 70-30 thrown around and da-da-da-da and all this kind of stuff. And I think when, obviously Rex and K-Shine, I think he threw, I'm going to want my niggas on the card. You think you're going to do an event and I'm not going to have Rex and K-Shine. I think he's just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, why would K-Shine be on this card? Why? It doesn't even make any sense. There's really nobody for him to battle on the card. And K-Shine is in a situation where he has to battle. He has to make a big return, bro. Unless you're going to put him against Twerk on the card, it's really nobody from the battle. So, in a sense, like, it's not realistic to think that K-Shine is going to come and be the undercard or whatever to this particular situation. And he's already trying to do his own thing. So I think Mook was just throwing that out there. But I think even though there's more money doing the battle themselves, I do feel like Mook and them feel like from a professional standpoint, it's just probably better if a league does it. That's why they try to get Rim to do it. They try to get Rim to do it. The price ain't matching. But I'm actually kind of thinking, bro, I was thinking like, yeah, this battle would never happen. I'm not really sure this battle would never happen now. I kind of was thinking that before, but I see like Hitman is like constantly posting about Mook's interviews and stuff, like the interview he did on the Uppercut podcast. Shout out to my boy, make sure y'all subscribe to the Uppercut podcast.
Are you gonna battle anytime soon? Since we were talking about
what?
Are you gonna battle anytime soon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, what's up?
What do you mean? Yeah,
I mean,
who?
No, who? There's the only battle that needs to happen is me and Hitman right now.
I just want to know which battle league would. You don't care which battle league? Does that matter to you?
I want it to be Smack.
Right.
If it would be a league, but fuck that. Niggas can do it themselves.
He's posting about that. He's still posting about Mook, kind of like on the daily or whatever, just about, the lies and stuff Mook says. Mook posted this. Mook keeps saying, yo, I gotta have this battle. I think this battle is a little too big to not happen. And even ARP has said that even though he won't necessarily do a battle rap event, he will sponsor a battle. So could I see him and Remy Ma sponsoring this battle down the road? That's always possible, even if it's a favor for Hitman to kind of get the battle happen. And could I see URL reaching out to Hitman just to check the temperature on the whole situation? Possibly. So I'm not so sure that this battle won't happen, but I think if you consider the safety portion of the whole situation and the professionalism, I can't be completely mad at Mook. You know what I'm saying? Do I feel like he should do the battle? Absolutely. Do I feel like they should come up with a way to do the battle, even if it's themselves? Yeah, but the safety issue is a real thing. So when they say we got to make sure it stays professional and everything is right with the niggas we bring in and everything is right with the niggas he bring in, I do think that that's a real thing. A lot of y'all don't go to enough events and y'all don't really see all the behind the scenes shit that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all think stuff don't go on. You know what I'm saying? There was a fight at an RBE event. A lot of y'all don't even know that. Between two ballers. You know what I'm saying? A baller got punched and knocked out or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It never made the camera. It never made the camera. Nobody ever talked about it. Y'all probably don't even know what two ballers I'm talking about. That's the point. Things do happen at battle rap events that you don't know about, and unless you go to the events or you just know the behind the scenes shit, you be like, damn, I ain't know this happened or this happened or that happened. So it's just a lot of drama, man. And I don't feel like the events be safe anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not feel the events be safe. I watched Hitman and his crew so mad at Calico about that whole Byron Blake shit. I watched a nigga with a Detroit hat on. I don't even know if that nigga was with Calico, bro. That nigga had a Detroit hat on, getting the brakes beat off this nigga outside. That nigga might have been getting beat up just because he had a Detroit hat on. I mean, Calico and his crew wasn't even with that nigga. I saw hands and feet being put on this nigga. He getting the shit stomped out of him. And they would look like they was looking for any Detroit nigga in sight. They were just mad about Byron Blake because they thought he brought Byron Blake to the event. And they was trying to get Calico. They ran into a nigga with a Detroit hat and they was putting a pause on that nigga. And this is the shit. This is at Max Out, bro. ARP couldn't do nothing about that shit. That shit happened so fucking quick, bro. ARP couldn't do nothing about it. So I just want to say that, but I do think that one of the biggest pitfalls is the safety. And I don't know if Mook trusts that it would be safe on Bags and Bodies for everything to happen in the right way. So I don't know. I ain't speak to Mook, but I'm just from stuff I'm hearing and little stuff. Oh, one more thing. Who y'all got winning? Like literally who you take all the bullshit out and the biasness of, oh, Mook don't want to do the battle and Mook capping and Hitman capping and take all that out. Who do you have winning this battle? For me, it's the setting. You put it in a small room, I got Mook. You put it on big stage, I got Hitman. That's kind of how I got the battle because I'm not some nigga that's down on Mook and his ability. I think Mook could write 3 amazing rounds for Hitman in a small room, and I think he could get real serious in terms of like breaking Hitman down. I also think Hitman could break him down too. And I think Hitman could have all the little walk up and all the shit he be doing. I think it would be a dope battle. I don't really look at this as like no lopsided ass battle. And I think if you put them in a small room, I think Mook, like, it ain't even got to be like a Tay-Rock situation. It could just be a smaller setting where it's just like a volume or something. I still think Mook can kind of get off in there. And his storytelling and breaking you down, I still fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. But Hitman is still Hitman. So to me, the setting kind of matters, even though Hitman has been proven to get off on both settings. Hitman can do good in a small room too. But if it was a small room, I probably would edge Mook. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would edge Mook. But Hitman could still do his thing. The Rone thing. So Rone and Patrick Beverly, they got a podcast. They was on Gil's Arena, and Gil was basically saying, or Rone was basically, Patrick Beverly was saying he got $1 million. Patrick Beverly was saying he got $1 million for anybody that want to battle Rone in a freestyle battle.
Rone on Gil's Arena, this is wild,
exciting
man.
for me. I love basketball.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's great. He's great.
Appreciate y'all
literally
pulling
great. And he rapped.
I know, I heard.
And I put $1 million behind anybody who want to freestyle him. Right now.
Hey, Verb. Hey, Verb.
Hey, Verb.
Yeah. Let's line it up.
From St. Louis, set it up.
Jack, he's going to be on my pod.
Hey, Verb.
Yeah, so we set that up.
Okay, set it up.
Hey, Verb, Rome. We already know what that is. Yeah, he's
So you better than Charlie Clips?
Of course.
Yeah.
Tell him.
I
Hold on. You can battle rap. He's really good.
I'm going with
I watch
goods.
all battle rap.
I'm going with goods and clips, dog. Hey, I'm rolling with goods and clips.
He be good.
I beat good.
You beat goods?
Yeah. $1 million. I put $1 million on Gil's Arena. $1 million. Anybody who want to battle anybody.
This is live, so
And Rashad McCants, who fuck with Verb, they got a little podcast they just started. He was saying he would put up $1 million for Verb. And the problem is it's a freestyle battle. Bro, Verb, there's no way Verb can beat Rone in a freestyle battle. I don't think nobody can beat Rone in a freestyle battle. I gotta be real with you. When it comes to freestyling, them King of the Dot, them white boys on King of the Dot do it the best, bro. Sharon, Ilmac, Rone, shit like that. Them niggas are the best at that shit, bro. Rest in peace, Pat Stay. They are the best at that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even somebody like Chef Trez. Chef Trez is cool. He would probably be one of the best that could do it. Maybe, I mean, DNA would be all right. But the person that stepped up and said I would do it was Clips.
You bold.
They asked Rone, what about Charlie Clips? And he was like, yo, I'm down. And a lot of people in the podcast felt like maybe he couldn't beat Clips in a freestyle battle. That got back to Clips. Clips put, look at everybody's face when Rone said he was better than me. Pat Bev had to say, tell him, because nobody believes that shit. Salute to everybody on the podcast. I'm willing to do it whenever y'all ready. Bro, a freestyle battle between Clips and Rone would go to Rone as well. You know, and Clips with that stumbling and thinking of shit on the fly and trying to, you know, oh, you said that my shirt was what you said I had an Adidas shirt on and it was gray, but like that shit ain't gonna beat Rone, bro. That's the kind of shit Clip's gonna be doing. It's not gonna beat Rone, but I do salute, man. It do seem like more people are very, very tuned in to battle rap that we starting to see. We starting to see a lot of these podcasts. People talk about Clips. We saw Ocho Cinco and them talking about Loaded Lux and stuff. It's good to see. I don't think they'll ever put up any real money. You know, obviously you put up $1 million, somebody else got to put up the other $1 million for the other person. I don't see that happening. But the fact that they threw Verb name out there like Verb is a freestyler, I'm just like, bro, Verb wouldn't beat Rone in a regular battle that was actually written. You know, Verb don't be beating no white boys, bro. He didn't lost to Ilmac. He didn't lost to Caustic. I think he beat Disaster, but everybody else, he lost to Sharon. He lost to Big K. You know what I'm saying? He'd be losing, bro. Rone would be another one that he would lose to, whether it was freestyle or not. But that's just my thoughts, man. URL is back July 8th or July 6th or whatever. July 8th, I think. Official versus Viixen and the Assassin Show. We'll tell you more about that card as it develops. But let me know what you think about this Mook thing. Who would win the battle, man, between Mook and Hitman? I'm biased. Holla at you.
U2 is the third and last 1. At A14, meet X20.